use only the correct ammunition. We only have 22s on this range. Actually, we only have 22s on this whole site. And we only have 20 gauge for shotguns. We do not want to mix them up. It's not a good thing to do. If you had, my example is for like shotgun, shooting shotgun, you can put a 20 gauge in a 12 gauge barrel. It will not come out. It's the barrel gets narrow as it goes, and a 20 gauge is smaller than a 12 gauge. No, the other way around, larger than a 12 gauge. And it could blow up the barrel. So we don't use more than one type of ammunition at a time. We don't even have it on the range. We take care of that because we only have 22s and we only have 20. Okay, everyone will have, once you get to your station, you will have ear protection and eye protection. Nobody here has glasses, so that's okay. We have some that would go over glasses. We have those. We also have the ear muffs or the ear foamies if you'd rather. The muffs are on the table. If you'd rather have these, we'll get those to you also. Bless you. Okay. We ask that you don't have electronics on the range. No distraction. Maybe turn it off onto, put it silent if you want to. That way nobody is shooting and it jerks if you happen to have your ringer goes off. I don't mind taking pictures if you need to, but otherwise we'll let you off. Never use drugs or alcohol while shooting. To me that's kind of a but what you might not realize is if you've got prescription medication or you've got over-the-counter medication like cold medication or sometimes, they will say do not use heavy machinery while taking. Do not drive a car while taking, right? They also should say do not shoot guns while taking if that's the problem. If they make you drowsy or loopy or whatever, then you don't need to be shooting while you have that. So it's not just the bad drug, it's also prescription and over-the-counter. Okay, for eye protection, my glasses are actually shadow resistant, so they are good on the range, but they don't have side shields. So that's why you wear safety glasses even if you have glasses. That's why I have got these on right here. Some might not notice them if they're down here from the sideways. That's why we have safety glasses. You will go from the ready area to the firing area when we tell you to do so. You will not touch the guns once you sit down until they tell you to do so. We have what's called an empty chamber indicator, which is this right here. This, they'll tell you to put it or to take it out is in the gun itself. You know where the cartridge goes in when you're getting ready to shoot. We need to see that that's empty when we're not shooting. So we can put this in there, and I can see right off the bat, I can look at every one of them and see this is there. If it goes into that, that means there's not a bullet in there. The cartridge is not there, this can go in, so I can tell that the gun is empty. So you'll be told to put that in there when you finish shooting, and they'll tell you to take it out when you're getting ready to shoot. That's called an empty chamber indicator. We'll go over more of the range commands. The biggie though is ceasefire. Does everyone know what ceasefire means? Stop. To stop shooting. Who can call it? Anybody can actually. Anybody can call it. If you see something and we don't, you can call a ceasefire. The only thing I ask is that you tell me right away why you called it. Some kids running across the range, I need to know immediately so I can go get them out of the range. There are 3 malfunctions. The first is a misfire. That's what a misfire is. Pull the trigger, the gun doesn't fire. Pull the trigger and nothing happens. Okay? That's called a misfire. What you're going to do is you're going to continue to hold that gun the way you were holding it. So position, shooting position. Count to 30. That's the happy birthday clock. Okay? You're going to do that. While you're doing that, and you do the counting, raise your hand. Whichever hand that you still want to hold it on the safe way, and then raise your hand so that one of the instructors know that it was a misfire. Okay? But again, holding it in the safe position. Because the second malfunction is a hang fire. Does anybody know what a hang fire is?
Is it like it misfired? It's like a delayed fire?
Exactly. It hung around and then it fired. So you shot it and you think it's a misfire, so you're still holding it in that position and then it shoots. That's one of the reasons you still hold it this way. If I pull the trigger and it doesn't fire and I'm going, it's a misfire, you know, there's no time where you can shoot it if you don't hold it. So you want to continue to hold it downrange, pointing at that target and keeping a good hold on it in case it's a hang fire. The third one's called a swiveler. You know what a swiveler is? Pull the trigger, and maybe there's not enough powder in the cartridge, or maybe the firing pin didn't work so well. It kind of shoots, and then it goes. So it may get stuck in the barrel, and it shot a little bit, So again, for any of them, continue to hold it, count to 30, raise your hand and let us know. You will be shooting several of the cartridges. If you happen to drop one on the ground, leave it there. Okay, we're not just not shooting that one. Not everybody does like me. I ain't bad about it. If I go to pick it up, whatever I've got with me follows me. So now all of a sudden my gun is not pointing down range, it's pointing to the back. So we don't want that. So if you drop it, leave it down there and we'll pick it up later. Hygiene. After we have finished shooting, before you go to camp, you will wash your hands with soap and water, which is over here. That is your soap station. This last few drops in town is your water station. We do have soap, which is the orange soap. You do want to wash that. You should be using cold water to wash your hands after shooting. You know why? What happens to your pores when you use hot water? They open, that's right. So you're washing with hot water and you open your pores and now you're rubbing that lead all into your hands. So you want to use cold water so that your pores close up so that you can wash the lead off. Okay? You should also, you're supposed to, after you finish shooting, change your clothes and wash your clothes. So when you get home after you're shooting, make sure you wash your clothes. Same thing, no eating, no smoking, no applying makeup or any other kind of stuff, putting your hands around your face for that exact reason. Stay away from your face and wash your hands afterwards. I'm not going to do time. Let's do all that. Emergency procedures. We do have cell phones. If we should need it, we can call 911. We can call the ranger. We can call whoever we need to. And we also have a first aid kit here should we need to. We have not needed to. And I do not want to break that streak. A lot of paperwork involved that I do not want to do. Everything's a lot of paperwork now, isn't it? So, but we do have access to that should we. Any questions? Do I have any lessons? Okay. Are you right eye? It makes it easier if it's yes. We have a left-handed gun now, but it's easier if it's done. Yeah, we're done. Okay. If y'all will follow me.
Also, hey. No.
How many left hand, how many right hand?
Well, no. There isn't a batter. What you gotta do, man, it's just, it's cool. We'll
I'm
figure it
right-eyed.
out. So make it tiny. Make it as tiny as you can, and then just naturally bring it back to your face. Don't try to.
Bring it out first.
Yeah, bring it all the way out in front of you, and then look at you. Just square up on that little plus sign, and then just bring it back. And don't overthink it. Let it do the work.
That was right eye.
Let it figure it out. Okay. All right. So everybody knows we're all righties, righty. And the righty lefties are a pain in the butt. Don't worry, I'll smack you in the back of the head as hard as I can and kick anything. All right. So now that we know our eye dominance, let's go ahead and approach the benches. Do not pick up your rifles yet. Go ahead and put your eye protection and your ear protection on. You just have seats.
I came, see, I'm here, physically in front of you. I'm here.
We'll adjust them when we get there.
I'm
That's
here.
the right one.
Okay,
Hi.
everybody's got eyes and ears on. Everybody's comfortable with what we got going on here. We don't need to remove these and put some little earbuds in. Everybody's good? Tony? All right. So what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and pick up your rifle, and I want you to set it on your stand. Okay, we're going to adjust these stands to you real quick. That way we can just kind of figure out where you're at. Now, yours is a little different. Okay, so what we want to do at this point in time, each one of you has a cute little red dummy round. What I would like for you to take this dummy round.
Hold on to the gun.
You want to make sure you're holding on to your gun. You're going to take that flag out, you're going to put it in, and just load it into the chamber. Okay? Sorry, go ahead and take it out. All right. Then you're going to take that, slide it in there. That's really easy. There you go. And then just close the bolt. You just close your bolt, and let's stop at that point real quick. Once everybody's got your bolt closed. Hey Jeff, pick your bolts up. Okay.
Yes.
But it's much more rewarding. Okay, everybody's got their dummy round loaded, right? Okay, so I want you to take your selector switch from safe to fire. Okay, your selector switch is right here. Okay, everybody, once you've had that selector switch from safe to fire, go ahead and get a good side picture, relax, and go ahead and pull the trigger on that, and that's going to kind of tell you what your trigger squeeze on your specific rifle is. Alright, once we do that, let's go ahead and eject that round. Okay? When we're ejecting that, we can take the opportunity to put our firearm back on safe. It probably won't go until you open the bolt. You gotta open the bolt first. Alright, so you're gonna open your bolt. Keep going up. Alright, go ahead, pull back. Put your firearm on safe. Bam. There you go. Alright, how's everybody feeling about that? Does everybody kind of understand our sequence of events? We're all on the same page? Alright. I'm gonna bring everybody around. Do not let me get Okay. Now, all right, now what I want you to do is go ahead, take the flag out, we can go ahead and load one round. Just load it, close the bolt, and we're going to stop right there. All right, once we've got that loaded, let's go ahead and take our gun off of safe, move it back to fire. Miss Linda, are we good to go?
You're good to go.
All right, so fire when ready.
No kid, right?
Is that everybody? All right, let's go ahead. Open your bolt. We're going to go ahead and put the flags back in it real quick. We're going to go ahead and set it down bolt faced up. Make sure the safety is on. And I'm going to get you some rounds and then we'll get the party started. All right, we're going to put that into your shoulder. Bring this arm around. Okay. There. All right. This is going to go up here. Figure out off the trigger. And this, you can either do like this, okay? This is a comfort tank. You can either go out like this, you want to keep your thumb away from this. Okay, so you're going to go up there, and you don't want to grab that barrel because it gets a little toasty. Or you can bring your arm back to that stop.
See if that's a good
Hold it
height.
that way because you've got
Is
this.
that good?
You
Right,
have
that's higher or
comfort
lower?
level is. But we want to look at this.
You want
It looks
to-
like
you're
to
shooting at
me,
the red one.
you're going to keep tight here to here. You want to look at color, black.
Wait. You're gonna want this maybe in your shoulder. Sit up.
something to share with you. Man,
Get the
thank you
lefty on
for
the righty.
correcting me though.
You wanna go?
We gonna fix it one way or the other. Alright, so we're going left side. Alright, so now come in. Alright, there. This here. Get down. Alright, now that's
All good?
you know if I need to come down or go up, whatever it's gonna be. You put this on that black knot.
Realize
If it would be more comfortable if I go up or down. Need any more? Alright, how's everybody doing? Everybody's good? Alright, so now that we're comfortable with that, what we're gonna do. Let's sit back on the chair. There you go. Yeah, back straight. Alright, what we're gonna do. Okay, don't think. Yeah, put it back up. I'm taking the canteen off. You got anything good in there? Alright, we're gonna take our flag out. We're gonna take our dummy round. We're gonna put one dummy round in there and just close your bolt, okay? This is where things get tricky for you. You're gonna keep this here, you're gonna use this hand to do all those motions, okay?
And then put it in there.
It's just a little awkward. Alright, just set that down.
Now use this hand. There you go.
It is just
And this hand holds it, and keep it behind the shoulder so it's not moving.
slide him in
Use this
there.
hand, because your right hand is on this side.
Okay, close the bolt. Ride it forward, straight forward, and then down.
Okay, now this is gonna go forward and down.
There you go.
Oh, that
Oh,
is
what
so
you got?
cool. I've never shot elbow action before. I put my stuff. I put my.
What you wanna do
Got to lower that
here,
some.
if this barrel has to resonate,
Or what?
and you want it to, there you go.
You're probably going to lower
I don't think I can.
a little bit more.
Well, he had his barrel on it.
Oh, okay, I got it.
How many little things of these are?
Okay, so
Thousands and
everybody's
thousands
got their
and
dummy
thousands.
round loaded.
Because we're probably
Alright,
gonna shoot 1,000
so what I
rounds
want
today.
you to do is I want you to take your selector switch from safe to fire. I want you to fire that round. I want you to unload that round, and I want you to put your weapon, firearm, back on safe, and set it down.
Oh, so you said what? Put it on fire.
What we're gonna do, we're gonna fire that dummy round, okay? You're gonna go through the process. You're gonna take your firearm off and safe, alright? Find the safeties on the side, okay? We're gonna push that forward. Right there, push forward.
Fireman ready?
There you go. Alright, now we get our sight picture, squeeze the trigger, fire it. Alright,
Oh gosh. So happy. Can we fire when ready?
Alright.
To fire.
so now we're gonna open up our bolt, eject the dummy round. Alright, so we're gonna open the bolt. Go back. Alright, now put your firearm back on safe. Just hold what you got. Well, I mean, you can lay it down
you want me to